Okay, bookkeeper, Google Bookkeeper. Boom, there it is. So click on that and sign in with your Google account. If you don't have a Google account, you have to make one. Okay, once you have Google Bookkeeper open, we're going to go to accounts. We are going to set up accounts. So let's say you have a checking account. You can give the last 3 digits so you know where it is. Maybe it's at BMO. It's an asset. We'll add your credit card. The Amex, it's a liability. It ends in 876. You have to set up opening balance adjustments. This is double entry accounting and it's awesome. But we do have to do these adjustments. So I'm gonna walk you through it because it is a little confusing. So opening balance adjustment for an asset is an outgoing and opening balance adjustment for a liability is an incoming. And then because we're here, I just want to set up, say, pay, that's an incoming. And groceries, for example, as an expense is an outgoing. Now we're going to go to transactions. And you see all these accounts have been set up. For the checking, you do have to do a one-time adjustment the first time you do this. We're going to adjust the value on my statement, and the value right now is $3,000. And so it wants to know from where. So we're going to say that thing that I set up, the opening balance adjustment asset. And that's going to now show on the left $3,000 in my bank account. That was my opening balance as of that date. I'm not going to play around with dates for this example, but you want to make sure that date is correct and lines up with your statement. Same with the Amex. We're going to, oops, sorry, over here. So don't do it there, do it over here. So you get it the right way. We're going to adjust the balance. And I owe 300 on my Amex. If you don't owe anything on your credit card, you don't have to do an opening balance. It's only if you owe money. So I owe 300. So it's making it idiot proof here for me. Opening balance adjustment liability. And it's going to show that I owe $300. Perfect. Now see what happens if the next transaction on my checking account statement is that from my checking, I transferred to my Amex, I made a payment of $50. So now my checking account is going to go down by $50 and the Amex amount owing goes down by $50. And now you can go through every item in your statements. You could say, okay, on my Amex statement, I spent some money on groceries. I spent $25. So now your Amex is going to go up by $25, and it shows that you have this expense of $25 for the groceries. In my checking account, I got paid. So it's coming into my checking account. So the from account is my pay, and it's going to my checking account. And it was, I don't know, $4,000. That'd be nice. So now my balance is going to go up and it's tracking it here. So these opening balance adjustments, we just want to clean up. They have to continue to exist, but we don't want to see them because it's a one-time thing when you first start doing this. So you can go to accounts and just click on those opening balances and hit archive. Also useful is the in Google Sheets. This integrates with Google Sheets, so you can go to Google Sheets. It's July 4th. That's why Google's so fired up. You just click on a cell. I have already put in the bookkeeper extension. I'm not going to show you how to do that. You can just look it up. Ask AI is usually the best way, or you can just look it up. Another way, so you're going to open bookkeeper under your extensions. Make sure a cell is selected, and then pick your book. I usually go, I've got a lot to learn on this, but for now, let's just say fetch, balances, total, and we'll go values, and then we'll say fetch. And this shows you owe $275 in your Amex. There's your checking. That's how much you spent on groceries, and that's how much came in on your pay. So have fun with this and put on a book and just enter in the info and track what's going on with your expenses.